first choice is Tanya Ruiz, and I feel Tanya has all the qualifications needed and more, and I feel the company can help her husband find employment. She sounds like a strong person needed for this position, so that was my first choice. My second choice is Scott Jameson, and it sounds like Scott does know the ins and outs of the company, and these, according to his, the sexual conduct that he had, those are just rumors, and obviously he would be stupid if he acts on it. He would lose his job and so forth. So my third choice is Jane Phillips, and even though Jane is good at PR, it can be very difficult working with a person who is hard to get along with and that talks down to you or is a bossy person. So that would be very difficult working with a person like that. And my fourth choice is Bill Chambers. And even though everything Bill says he touches turns to gold, means nothing when he doesn't have much PR experience. And also he's asking for more money, and I'm not sure that that is what he should do without having all the experience. Not having much experience, excuse me. And the fifth choice was Lynn Chung. And I think Lynn would be great at this position, but having a daughter with cancer would make things difficult in that the concentration on the job would be, he would be sidetracked, which is understandable, but I think that would be hard for the company to deal with. That's it.
Thank you very much.
Should I go? Okay. My first choice is Jane. The reason why I'm choosing this person is, even though this person is difficult to work with, but she has a lot of credentials and she will be a perfect person for the job. As far as dealing with the people, she can learn, we can teach her, but she is well known in the field, so she is my first pick. The second pick is Tony Ruiz. Why I'm choosing this person is, again, strong skills, academic background, even though limited experience, but one problem this person has it, she wants her husband to have a job, but they can deal with that. My third choice is Bill. He has not much experience in PR, but it seems he is lying on his resume. He's saying a lot of stuff on his resume, but how much that is true, we do not know. Then I'm going for the fourth choice is Scott. He has worked for the company for 10 years, no doubt. He knows what the company is doing. But the problem I have with this person is being there in 10 years, seems like he's not going anywhere within the company, and he might be bored. He already know what is going on. He might not have that kind of enthusiasm to do the job. So he's my fourth pick. The last person again is I'm not choosing this Lynn, giving at the last. One thing is he is the founder, no doubt, but he is not involved in the day-to-day activities. So he doesn't know much what the job requirements are, how things are, and also he is related to the candidate's wife. So there's a relationship, there's a bias, I think, that might ruin the company in the long run. So, and also his wife is basically have some cancer issues, some illness that might create some issues for the company in the later on. So that's what my take on these candidates are.
Okay. So my first choice is Jane because she's tough and she probably won't let anything get past her. She'll work hard and she won't put up with anything from anyone, which is something that a head needs. She also, the fact that she'll bring our company prestige and she'll make us national would be a great advantage for us. My second choice is Tanya because she has an MA in our field, in the field that we're looking for, and she seems like a hard worker. But she's my second choice because she also has limited experience, as well as the fact that she needs our help to find her husband a job. My third choice is Lynn because he's really close to the founder of the company, and that could give us liability issues because that could lead to nepotism. And he does not know much about PR, which is critical for the job. My fourth choice is Scott because although he knows our company and has been with us for 10 years, his reputation is that he has been known to give sexual advances to the females in the office, and although it's rumor, it does not sit well with me, and rumors are usually based off some amount of the truth. So I don't think that we should give a man who has these rumors attached to him more power. My fifth choice would be Bill because off his resume it seems like he is lying, and that doesn't give us a lot of trust in him, and if we give him a job, then how can we trust anything that he does in the job?
My first choice is Tanya. I would pick her first because it seems like she really wants the job. She's willing to relocate. She's willing to learn. And then my second choice would be Jane because even though she is a really good candidate and she brings prestige to the place, I don't want other coworkers feeling uncomfortable because of her ways of trying to work. She's more of a hard person to work with. My third choice would be Bill because although he would turn anything into gold, his credentials are not there, so he has nothing to back up what he's saying. Then I would choose Scott because he has been here for 10 years, but with the issue of him having rumors about making passes at females, and there was more than one secretary saying it, so it may be true, it may not be true. Then my fifth choice would be Lynn because he is the founder's son-in-law. Being the founder's son-in-law, that brings both business and personal issues together, and I do not want to mix business with personal issues.
Okay, so for the first person I chose was Jane Phillips, and I chose her because I feel that she has a lot of experience, and although she has an attitude that maybe not a lot of people will like, she can help the company improve tremendously over time. And for my second choice, I chose Lin Chang because although he's not part of the company yet, or he's somewhat part of the founder, he has a lot of experience from sales managers in large national companies, which can be helpful. But because of the fact that he has family issues, it might affect his work. And my third choice is Scott Jameson because although he's worked there for 10 years and he knows the company inside out, he also might be trying to plan something if there's rumors about him having sexual towards females. And my fourth choice is Tanya because she seems really experienced in this job, which is crucial. But because of the fact that she's relying on us to help her find job for her husband, it seems that she's asking for too much. And then my fifth choice is Bill because although his resume is a lot of success stories, it could be made up. And because he doesn't have experience, it might not be as beneficial to us as all the other candidates who have had more experience than him.
Okay. So my first choice was also Jane Phillips The reason I chose Jane Phillips is because although she's hard to work with, she's good at what she does. Everyone knows that, and that's why I would want her. And also, our goal right now is to expand because this is considered a good time to further develop the company's operations. And yeah, second choice would be Tanya Ruse. The reason I chose her was because although she has little practical experience, she does have an advanced degree, which means that she at least knows something about being PR. And that's, yeah. Third choice would be Scott Jameson. The reason I chose Scott as third was because he knows our company inside and out. That's someone I want on our team. If I'd rather have someone who knows everything inside out than someone who knows nothing about the company at all. And although there are rumors about his sexual advances, those are just rumors and I'll give him the benefit of the doubt for now. But if those rumors do come to light and they're true, then I'll have to ask him to step down. Fourth choice would be Lin Chung. The reason I chose Lin Chung fourth was nothing really, because the company did recommend him, but the company is no longer a part of the operations, so they don't really know what's going on, and also he doesn't really have any PR experience. He was a former sales manager, which doesn't really mean that you know anything about PR at all. And my fifth choice, the dead last, would be Bill Chambers, because anyone can just make up anything on their resume. Unless you have some credentials or something that can back up your stories, you're nobody. He doesn't even have any PR experience, and he's asking for a 30% increase than what we would originally give him.
Alright, for the first choice, I chose Scott Jameson because he has experience and everything, but then his rumors about his sexual advances and everything could be false. So if it was true, then I'm pretty sure he would change it because something's kind of on the line too if he was given the position. And the second choice, I chose Jane Phillips because she could be hard to work with, but then since she is hard to work with and is public relations, I think she should be close to people around her job area too, like in her group. But her experience in PR seems like it will be worth it. My third choice is Bill Chambers because even though his resume says that he has a lot of success stories, they could be like unrelated, but they also could be related and help out too to the public relations field, like social working and stuff like that. For fourth choice is Tanya Ruiz is married, and I think that might distract her because her husband needs a job and everything too. And you can't guarantee another job since there's only one position open too. And for the fifth choice is Lin Chung. It's also the same thing since since his wife has cancer, it might be a distraction. And if something does happen, he'll have a emotional distraction. And since he's married the founder's daughter, it seems like a hookup type of thing. Like just not sure about the experience and everything.
Okay, on this table, I want to make sure that I have the right numbers. I'm going to say the first one is your first choice. Can you look at your numbers one more time? First one is Tony.
Tanya.
Okay, the second one is Scott. Agree?
Mm-hmm.
Third one is Jane. Clear? Fourth is Bill.
Mm-hmm.
And fifth is Lynn.
Yes.
Okay, so my first one is Jane. Second is Tony. Third is Bill. Fourth is Scott. And fifth is Lynn. Can you give me your numbers, please?
Tanya is my second choice.
Mm-hmm.
Bill is my fifth choice.
Right.
Jane is my first.
Mm-hmm.
Scott is my fourth, and Lynn is my third.
Tanya, Jane, Bill, Scott, and Lynn.
Can you go one more time? Sorry. What is Tony? What number is Tony?
First,
Tony is first. Tony is first.
yes.
Tony is first. Okay.
Then it's Jane is second,
Okay.
Bill is third,
Okay.
Scott is fourth,
Mm-hmm.
Lynn is fifth.
Hello, sir.
Jane is first, Lynn is second, Scott is third, fourth is Tanya, and fifth is Bill.
Jane is first, right?
Yeah, Jane's first.
Okay. That's what's up.
First is Jane,
Mhm.
second is Tanya,
Mhm.
third is Scott Jameson, fourth is Lynn Chung, fifth is Bill Chambers.
First is Scott.
Mhm.
Second is Jane. Third is Bill. Fourth is Tanya, and fifth is Lynn.
Okay, that's it. Then we can count how many everyone got, right? This is, you want us to do the final voting, right, guys? Right? That's what they needed, right? So, yeah, 7 of us. Tony, the first guy, got
Tanya.
Tanya, right? Okay,
Tanya.
So Tanya. Okay, so Tanya. I'm just okay. I don't know. So at one position, Tony got Tanya. Tanya got 2. Okay,
2 votes for number 1.
2 votes for number
2 votes.
for Tanya.
Tanya got 2 votes. Number 1. Okay. Then Bill got none. Jane got 1, 2, 3, 4. Scott got 1. Lynn got 0. So from number 1 choice, I think we are looking
At Jane.
Jane, right? That's our pick, seems like.
Jane.
Jane, right? Everybody, I think you agree on that? So they want us to see, we already said it why, right? Because she, Jane Phillips, right? That's our choice? So even though this person is difficult to work, but having a lot of traffic peer experience makes the right candidate. That's it. So you're happy with that person?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, guys.